Hello everyone, this is Professor Reha here with good old Grim Dawn walkthrough. Now I want to show you through some extremely interesting inventory manipulation that I did get the Panetti's replicating missile all the way up here. Now the reason why I'm specifically enhancing Panetti's replicating missile over Calidorus Tempest is because eventually this will pick up Aether damage as well. So that's really quite nice. Furthermore, because I already have a strong melee attack in Cadence, which I will actually eventually be extending to Fighting Form, and also Deadly Momentum, I do intend on working that. I have the Flesh Warped Cask, so at some point I would also like to get Warcry, but I essentially have a couple of specific reasons for this. Now, first off, we already have the elemental damage increase on the Scoundrel's Elemental Exchange all the way up to Elemental Balance. That's all maxed. That's fantastic. So we have that benefit, which benefits the Panetti's replicating missile more than it benefits Calidorus Tempest. Second off, Warcry is a percentage of health ability, whereas Calidorus Tempest does not get that, so this actually in the long run will be a better skill. I don't know how long it will take me to get there, but that isn't really terribly important right now. At this particular point in time, I'm going to finish up Supercharged. I probably will go for Proliferation just for that Aether damage, the extra elemental damage, more fragments, just massive amounts of damage, and then once I'm done getting Proliferation and maybe Mental Alacrity, I'm not sure yet, then I'm going to start boosting up to Fighting Form, I'm going to start boosting up the Deadly Momentum, getting Warcry, and then at that point I just have to make a decision. Do I want Reckless Power? Do I want Menhir's Bulwark? Do I want Ulron's Rage? Will I be sticking with this to level 90? Because I don't know what I'll be getting for level 90 equipment. It's a whole conversation, but for now that's my plan. That is my intention at this particular junction. I still need Manticore Eyeballs, so I'm actually going to take a detour. Behold the awesome power of Panetti's, by the way. And, ooh, there we go. Now, another thing that I'm not sure about is whether or not I'm going to keep Overguard at this particular junction. I have the Guardsman's Defender currently, which isn't that hugely important. Yeah, right now I'm just really looking for a better Flesh Warped Cask. This one isn't quite ideal because it has the Necromancer word, which means Blade Burst, obviously, but it's not something I can use, so I will be on the lookout for a better Flesh Warped Cask, so that's why I haven't enhanced that one specifically. There is going to be at some point a better one, but yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to necessarily keep Overguard at this point in time. I might remove that, put that into Cadence or something. I have pretty good defensive skills right now. I've got the benefit of the Scythe constellation going on, so there is that huge benefit there that increases my healing and healing effects by quite a nice bit. So I'm not necessarily sure I'll need Overguard. The reason why I haven't pulled it out yet, despite theoretically being able to get the money for it, is because I'm not sure whether or not I'll need it. So that's really become the question here. So that's really what we're talking about at this particular juncture. Do I need it? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. So we'll have to think about that pretty deeply. See what that's going to be doing. So we'll just go ahead and waltz over here. I unfortunately did not get any Manticore Eyes, which was kind of the point of coming over here in the first place. Yeah, we're fresh out of luck on that one, which is unfortunate, but you know, if I'd been able to get a Manticore Eye here, I would have been able to construct that relic that I can't remember the name of off the top of my head, and I would have been in a much stronger position, which would have been fantastic. Now I'm going to try not using Overguard. I'm going to see if Menhir's Will can carry me with shield training. Maybe that'll work out, because I still want shield training. The shield recovery time and the shield block chance are just too significant. So we're just going to wander on in here. I really need to get to Homestead so I can really actually enhance the Mind Warp. That's my goal right now. So far this setup is working roughly the way I wanted it to when I first imagined it. I just wasn't thinking of the right skills. And of course I still need to get Supercharged up to its max level. I need to get to Proliferation. That'll be pretty awesome. And then I need to make a decision on which ultimate skill I want at that particular junction. And the reason why I'm going to be eventually pulling the elemental off of the Cadence is because it gets an AoE damage type, so when I get surrounded in melee, I can just start slapping people willy-nilly, and it's just a great time. And at that point, I need to decide, do I really want Overguard? I'm sorry, not Overguard. Warcry? How do I want to work this specifically? Do I want Mental Alacrity? I've got plenty of options for pretty effective things. Again, this is not necessarily permanent. I'm not going to be deciding a permanent build until level 90. So, just keep that in mind. But so far, this is not a bad setup that we're currently looking at. That's useless to me, but alright. All of these bone things are going to be pretty useless because they're all for shamans, or they're for necromancers, or pretty common occultists. And then here's Will is down, so we're actually going to need to use a potion here. And we'll just slap you. There we go. Alright, so Dahlia's not here, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. She was either going to spawn here or the other side, so now we know she's on the other side. That's Menhir's Will activated. I'm going to activate Overguard. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to still need Overguard for at least a little bit longer. Which is fine. Activate a healing potion there. Wipe you guys out. There's Menhir's Will again. Good. Oop. Hold on. Alright, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there was a hero there. He was probably reducing my poison acid resistance. The plant showed up and finished me off. Fair enough. Okay. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Thank you. No. I actually should just switch these over to here, honestly. Otherwise, this will all bother my usual... apparently hitting puberty. This will bother my usual way of holding my fingers. I use my numpad, by the way, specifically so I can access theoretically more numbers more easily. And if you're wondering, well, that's not default. No, but the reason why they use the numbers at the top of the keyboard, and not a numpad is because not every keyboard has a numpad. Yours may not. If you're on a laptop, you also are unlikely to have a numpad, although there are obviously laptops with numpads, but not all of them do. So that's why the numbers at the top of the keyboard are the default. It's because the manufacturers or the designers of games can't necessarily guarantee that you're going to have a numpad. Yes, you can attach external numpads, but that's also extra expense that a lot of people aren't really willing to go through for just a numpad. But I personally prefer playing with the numpad. It's this guy who probably reduced my poison acid resistance enough. Just gonna slap you down really quick. I don't know where all these plants are coming from. Can we stop at the plants? Please? Thank you. The death-marked claw. Interesting. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. There we go. That's fine. A lot of stuff here that I really don't need. But I can sell it for precious cash. That's interesting. Let me see. Chaos resistance. Do I need chaos resistance at this point? Do I need elemental resistance? I don't need elemental resistance. Do I need aether resistance? Definitely. I need a lot of that aether resistance. But this increases cold and lightning damage, which I'm not currently doing that much of, so we're going to make the switch anyways. I'm going to play this really bold. It's two-handed sword. Interesting. This is better. This is a better belt. Straight up. It has better chaos resistance, which I don't really need, but if I swap out something else with chaos resistance, that'll be nice. It provides me with better stats overall, because the flat increase in cunning is better than the 7% increase in cunning. Because I can tell you right now, I'm not getting 56 cunning from that 7% cunning. Just telling you. There we go. So that was pretty nice. That's useless to me. This is... No, I need my current one. I still do some cold damage through the elemental. So we still kind of need that. Ish. Sort of, kind of, ish need that. We're just gonna pop over here and grab the shrine while we're passing through, just because we can, basically. There we go. There we go. And we didn't even need to trigger menhirs, which is nice. There's a dynamite chest back here. And apparently spooky, scary albino bugs. There we go. Alright. Nice. I got another recipe, which is always appreciated. Uh-huh. More stuff I can sell, because I know for a fact the bone blades are not going to be useful. I don't know why I'm hitting puberty so much tonight. I'm so sorry. Puberty everywhere. Alright. Perfect. Can I hit some of you guys from... No, I really can't. Okay. Nice. You can see we're potentially in the right situation. Panetti's replicating missile is insanely powerful. Just spread that like a disease. Come on. Overguard because the poison damage is getting quite strong here. Good, good. So far, so good. Come on. There we go. Holy cow. Whew. That was exciting. Did not expect that much damage coming out of those enemies. Gonna be really honest. That's interesting. Still don't need that resistance. Those resistances, though. I need the 8th resistance. I will go on to Cadence, because that's going to be physical pretty soon. Wait, hold on. Well, how does that actually work? Let me rephrase that. Let me refresh my memory. Okay, no, we want to put this on Panetti's, honestly. I think that'll be much more effective. This is, of course, blocked, but you can see the guy right there. Wherever the boss is, that's where Dahlia's body is going to be. He's always guarding Dahlia's body. That is much more effective with Panetti's. I can see this triggering much more often with Panetti's. Obviously, there's just a small amount of dudes here at the moment, so it's not a whole lot of triggers, but... Nice. Oh, man. They've really... that was terrible rock spawning. Come on. There you go. Nope. Alright. There we go. Nice. But actually traversing to the site of Dahlia's corpse is an entirely different story. Holy cow. Actually gonna Panetti you from a distance, that way you don't kill me with your poison. There we go. Come over here and kill you really quick. There we go. Perfect. What is this absolute nightmare of traversal? They've really cut off the corpse there. What the hey? I'm gonna have to travel through like half of... Oh, really? What is this? There we go, finally. 12 heroes there, but that's actually not a big deal. Worms are pretty easy to deal with as long as they're not in melee range. Or so I thought. I was incorrect. That's... It's gotta be. I'm not paying enough attention. I keep forgetting I'm an elite, and that there's protection reductions going on here now. I need to be more aware of that. I need to stop hitting puberty. That'd be fantastic. I'm telling you, I don't know what's wrong. I swear, I'm past puberty. Really. Alright, so... I'm really taking a beating here. I haven't got my abilities quite where I need them to be yet. I should have just used Overguard there, to be honest, but I'm trying not to use that. It's a mindset I now need to get out of. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can just take a shortcut, though, from this side. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. We can just theoretically slip over here. Work this. And then go right up over here. Theoretically. Unless they blocked this off too, just to shame me and destroy my mental health. That's a gross exaggeration, but you know. We good? Ah, yeah, we are fine. Very nice. Okay. So what we're gonna do is waltz on over here, and we're going to engage you in combat mortal. In a rather bold move. Okay, now we're gonna tango mano a mano, huh? Alright. Weak sauce so far. Your dying children are a mild concern, but so far nothing too bad. Zeal doing work. Retaliation damage doing work. Come on. There we go. Man, here's Will. Okay. Not bad. That went pretty well overall, except for the child spam. There we go. Nope. Well, that's interesting. I don't need that, though. My current metal is better for me. Overall, that was fairly useless. She's in the mushrooms. See, this is why you shouldn't do mushrooms. That's a clear indication right there that mushrooms are a bad idea. She died right in them. You can see her dead body in the mushrooms. It's a terrible tragedy. Senseless tragedy. People need to really do less mushrooms. Make love, not mushrooms. Can we, like, maybe not kill me so quickly, please? That'd be... It's gotta be reducing. I keep not putting down a rift. But it's gotta be reducing my poison resistance. It's the only explanation for that. Because my poison acid resistance is... Never mind, it's 2 stinking %. I have absolutely none. That's the actual problem here. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, that's an issue. That is definitely an issue. Alright. So now that I'm aware of the fact that I'm a moron, and clearly not paying enough attention to my poison acid resistance, can I tell this guy that Homestead I'm already revered with Homestead? So yeah, we can tell him now. It doesn't really make a difference. Alright, now let's see if we can kill those guys without me dying 12 times. I just was not paying enough attention to my poison acid resistance. Do I have anything that increases that? Yes. Okay. So that's been my problem this whole time. It's why I've been having such a hard time surviving. I probably wouldn't need Overguard if I had poison acid resistance to where it should be. I have clearly goofed my equipment, which is fine. There are ways around this. It's not a huge problem. I can overcome this, but I'm going to wait to overcome this until I get to at least closer over there. We can make anti-venom solves for that. Theoretically speaking, we should be able to do it with 4. I could put one on my gloves and my shoes. That's 40% right there. I never did change these off either. So what I'm going to do first is get at least close enough to put down a relatively smart rift. There we go. Okay. And then, nope, it's denied. Alright, so this is an emergency measure, really. So we're going to stop here, we're going to go back, and we're going to deal with this issue. Now, first off, I need to know exactly what I can put anti-venom solves on. I know it can be put on most standard armor, or most armor pieces. I can't remember if it can be put on jewelry and metals. Technically, a metal counts as jewelry, I think. All armor. Alright, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1 for the belt, 1 for the shoes, 1 for the glove. I would put it on the helmet, but like I said, that is not a helmet that is going to be here for any decent amount of time. I'm going to want to get rid of that relatively soon. We're going to actually sell all this stuff. We know that none of this... I've already equipped everything that I wanted to equip that I've been picking up, and there goes puberty again. Oh my goodness. I think we've got it now. I think I've finally matured into a functioning member of society. Maybe. What I am going to do is pull the elemental damage out of my cadence. I know it does increase my damage by 10%. That's fine. It gives me also flat elemental damage, but right now I am getting pretty massive physical damage boosts from the Eternal Sands, physical, pierce. I want to take advantage of that so we can absolutely just slap this into supercharged. Next level up at level 75, we can finish supercharged, go up to proliferation, and really start to slap with this thing. That's the plan. So we're going to go ahead and go with just the way this is, and then once we get to proliferation and we've put those points in, then I'm going to start going down to fighting form. Do I need this? The veterancy, maybe decorated soldier, definitely war cry. Although again, this is theoretic. I need to actually hold on. Optimize. Keep item, because to heck with the attachments. And does this have anything on it? The vicious jawbone is fine. Alright, so let me see. You have rings and amulets. I could do this, but I don't need the bleeding resistance. No, we don't want that. We don't want any of that to go on. My next move then would be to actually put on this. I know there's the elemental damage here, which is nice. The rings can't put that on. I could put on... Well, first we can consolidate these. We have the blood, of course. We have the mark of illusions. My vitality resistance absolutely bombed after I removed that, though. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, the elemental damage I will absolutely go for 100%. Absolutely. And then... yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep the corpse dusts on there. And there's a glyph I can probably put on my metal here. What we got here? These all go to metals, so I just need to find something that works. Let me see here. A lot of vitality. Oh, here we go. Sudden Strike wouldn't be a bad idea. That's actually an AoE as well. I don't have the money for it, unfortunately, but that's something I can come back to and get. Let me see if there's anything else. Aether damage, which isn't a bad idea. That gets me away, which I don't necessarily need. Here's another interesting seismic leap, but I'm not necessarily sure I want all that. I think Sudden Strike is a better idea, because if I'm surrounded in melee range, I can Sudden Strike my way out of there. So that would be more effective than the Leaping Strike. So we'll just wait till I have the cash for that. Not a huge problem. And then we'll save up our augments. I suppose I should check the, That's better. That's better. We're going to activate Overguard, though. There's Menhir's Will. Let's see if we can... yeah, we can kill him before I have to do anything else. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. Oh, wait, I did kill him. Okay, that's fine, then. And you should be easier because there's only your damage. I can't even hit you with my... there we go. No, I can't consistently hit you from here. So I'm just going to have to cadence you really quick. There we go. There we go. Alright, everything's back where we need it to be now. We're fine. We are going to be just fine. Everything is going to be covered in spiders, apparently. There we go. Alright, so now we just gotta really quickly chop our way to Homestead. And then I'm gonna make some adjustments, of course, and then we'll see what goes on from there. What do you think of them apples? Get some nice... I should hit level 75 from completing all the quests, honestly. Just go ahead and shoot you on the apparently unfortunate non-existent chance of hitting that guy. There we go. Okay, interesting. Yeah, eat sand, son. Get rid of you really quick. Boom. Boom. There we go. I haven't looked at the Homestead augments in a hot minute, so it'll be kind of exciting to recheck those once again, as in olden days. Hopefully I can get a better flesh warped cask too. That'd be pretty nice. More money would also be nice. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Alright. We're just going to creep up the side here. Excellent. I killed them all before they even got to me, which is fairly nice. Pretty nice. There we go. And done. So nice. Yep. Where we need to be? Hello, random hero. You're not going to last long, are you? Even with your friends. Come on, guy. Activate Overguard really quick so I can blast you in relative peace. I can already tell the Taskmaster's Exalted Spoilers of Attack are going to be useless. Just, yep, pets. Taskmaster. Every time. Every time. Alright, let's see what else we can scrounge up here. You have a Flesh Warp cask for me? Doesn't look like it, honestly. There we go. We'll just take care of these guys really quick. Excellent. Beautiful. Slap you down. You dare get into melee range of me, eh? Oh, so you dare approach me. I mean, I can just stand here and shoot you for days. Or not so much. All Overguard, what the heck? Use an energy potion for the first time in years. The reason why I'm sticking to this is because when he summons people, there's my replicating missiles will probably take care of him. Whoever he summons, but it wasn't even necessary. He summoned almost nobody the entire fight. It's like 2 guys. Okay, slap, slap, slap. There's Minhere's Will. Take care of you really quick. Oh, there's a whole mob over here. Whoops. Did not see that coming. There we go. And now we're just going to slap him from melee range because he's already here, so why not, really? I'm going to shoot you until your cronies die. No, this is a bad idea. I'll just slap you until your cronies die for my retaliation damage. Overguard really quick. Yeah. Health potion. Then Minhere's Will activate. And I just need Overguard, which will be happening in a couple of seconds. There we go. Just in time. And pretty soon we'll need a health potion. He's almost dead. Health potion, good. Now I need to just kill all these guys. There's a lot of them, but that's fine. There we go. Alright, so what do we actually get? Not great. Not at all useful. Nope. And not bad if I didn't already have a medal that was specifically for Arcanist and actually did a lot of things for me. Alright, now we're going to talk to this guy. Yep. That's not a huge deal. That's fine as well. Now what we're going to do is go back and tell Olgrim we got here. So that way we can collect that spicy experience. Because I really do think I can hit level 75 here, even with the deaths I had earlier. Then we'll just wander on up here. Now the reason we want to hit level 75 is because it gives me a few more options, technically. I should hit it either after talking to you or talking to the... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, good. Grab your quest, which is fine. We're going to go up and consider the local selection of... Actually, I should sell my stuff first. I know all this is useless. Yeah, what the heck, I can find these. I know where to farm them, and I know how to farm them. Alright. What do you got for me, guy? We have the Empowered Bolt Spitter, of course. These are all items for level 70, which is fine. We can really blast our way through a lot of stuff with that if we really needed to. Not a whole lot of great stuff there. Might as well buy and learn this. That's fine. Like I said, I'll get more money as I go on. It's not really a huge deal. Need to talk to her down here. Alright, perfect. Now, let me see. I doubt that, but okay. Now, I'm trying to decide. You know, I'm actually going to go on ahead and end the episode here. We've been a half hour. I know it's not a full hour, but I have a couple of things I need to work on. A couple of project ideas I have, since some of my other project ideas haven't worked out so well. They didn't work the way I wanted them to. And I'm saving them up for something else in the future. You will eventually see those, but I do want to talk about my future intention for this character. Right now, we'll probably get the last devotion point next episode, because there's a shrine over in the fields that we can grab, and then from there I can just finish off Zakra, the Eternal Sands, get this nice attack speed and casting speed with a little bit of defensive ability. It's a pretty nice time. So we'll finish that off next episode. We'll go through the Homestead stuff next episode. I want to have that be a complete episode. I could break it up, but I really don't want to. So next episode we'll go do the Dermapterans, the Queen, the Amalgamation in the corner, etc. We're going to do all the quests there. We're going to clear the cannons from the Conflagration, or whatever he calls it. And then the episode after that, we're going to go through the south area, the Pine Barrens and all that other stuff, deal with that, and make our way to the Blood Grove as well. But yeah, I want all of the Homestead stuff to be its own complete episode. It won't take us as long in Elite, because again, we are blitzing through. But yeah, right now what I want to do is I want to get up to Proliferation at the very least. Skip Mental Alacrity for now. Maybe I'll use it in the future. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. But I definitely want Proliferation. for now. I'm going to also skip conversion at this particular point in time. I don't need that much anti-entrapment. I've got decent enough stats in that right now. Overall, once I'm done with Proliferation, I want to work on fighting form. I want to get some regular old melee AoE in here. Work my way up to Deadly Momentum for the same reason. Just get some more damage in there. Get Warcry. I want to grab Terrify because that's all resistance is reduced, which is really helpful for this build. And Break Morale, maybe? Probably, actually. Unless I decide to go full Elemental, in which case I wouldn't take Break Morale. I would just stick with Warcry. It really depends. But for now, I'm going to definitely go into Fighting Form and Deadly Momentum after I'm done with Proliferation. It may seem like I'm spreading my damage out a little bit, but you've seen me be able to switch from my physical to my elemental based on what was doing more damage at the time, so that's not really a huge deal. There is, of course, the small issue that what I was hoping to find here for... Well, these are for... I could do that, but I think there was a... Yeah, I could do this, but I don't do that much stun. Let me see. I could do either the increased physical and internal trauma damage. I could do the increased armor, although this one would be better for the increased armor. We're going to go with this. I'm not going to enhance the Empowered Guardsman's Defender because this is not a shield that I intend on permanently keeping at this point in time. Maybe that'll change. Not right now. This I'll be using for a hot minute, definitely. I just don't have the component, the pieces I need to make the component I need for this, which you saw that last episode. It was the other thing there. I'm going to actually remind you because I've forgotten as well, so it can be a nice refreshing memory for both of us. It was... What item was it? I believe it was the Shard of Baranath. That's right, because this is really nice for physical and elemental damage with Baranath's Fury, which you will also note. Well, no, I don't necessarily need this, because thinking about this, actually, this replaces the primary attack, which in this particular case is Cadence, which is currently stronger than normal because of Mind Warp. So I don't necessarily want to go in that direction. So we will actually not be going with that. I'll just stick with Oleron's Blood, which I still can't make because I need more of the Chthonic Seals of Binding currently. That's fine. At this particular juncture, the only other thing that I want to do actually before I end the episode is look at the Rover augments, because I cannot remember those off the top of my head because my memory is trash. And we're going to go over here and look at these. And what do we have? Elemental damage, which isn't bad. I can get behind that. Okay. And elemental damage with pets, which I, of course, don't have. So we'll go on ahead and purchase 2 of these. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have purchased 3 of these. This will also help my energy regeneration, which is really nice. Oop, did not want to unequip that. There we go. And that's just going to be a whole lot more elemental damage. It's going to be a lot more energy regeneration. It's magical time. The elemental resistance, I admit I didn't really need, but that's okay. At this particular juncture, we're really just trying to boost up the damage types here. So what I really need now is the Manticore Eyeball of My Dreams, so that way I can build the relic that I can't remember the name of either. We'll go ahead and complete this conversation. I'm just going to go and look at that really quick and talk about what I need. I know I need a Manticore Eye. I think that's the only thing that I seriously need, if I'm remembering correctly. Because what I want to build is Citadel, I believe? No, this isn't it. Scandra's Balance, that's right. I need a Manticore Eye here. I need Glacier, which I can probably actually make Glacier. Easy. Well, if I had the money, I could do it easy. So that's not really a huge problem. And then, of course, I would need a Riftstone, which I can make. But once I get that Manticore Eye, and the money, that's a completely different question. So with that being said, thank you all very much for joining me. Now that you know my future plans for my current build. And if you liked this, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or ideas, or anything like that, please leave them down below. And thank you all very much for joining me, and have a great 24 hours.